Okay, let's get into it and do it. So let's try some weird but true facts about food. 300 bite-sized facts about incredible edibles? Just food. Did you know that sliced bread was once banned in the US? Or that torophobia is the fear of cheese? Okay. You might hear these again because this is me reading the whole thing and then I'm gonna add these into my other videos. A coconut crab pincers are strong enough to crack open a coconut shell. The crab. Call me super crab. Eating ice cream makes your body temperature rise. Cream Nutella spread was first sold as a hard loaf. With the tortilla babies, you can dress an infant up to look like a burrito. Lime plus kiwanta equals lime clot. Not really sure what that is. Cranberries get their name from the flower, which resembles the head and neck of a crane. Eating garlic can help fight a cold. Refried beans are only fried once. According to a recent study, Americans crave cheese most than other foods. Sliced grapes catch fire when cooked in a microwave. Do not do this at home. Sannakgi, a traditional Korean dish, features octopus cut into pieces and served while the tentacles are still squirming. Okay, tomatoes are related to a deadly nightshade and a very poisonous plant. 3D printers may soon be used to make astronaut meals in space. Listening to high-pitched music notes makes your food taste sweet. 1 year during prom season, KFC sold corsages made of flowers and fried chicken. Don't let an animal get to you. A band set a piece of pizza into space as part of a music video. Actual video. In the Middle Ages, people put thyme springs under the pillows to stop nightmares. Mayonnaise can be used to polish piano keys. Chirrumple, a cherry and pumpkin and apple pie stuffed inside a 3-layer cake. Yeah, that is the weirdest thing I've heard. Rice Krispies are called rice bubbles in Australia. Apricots were once known as golden apples. I could actually see that. That actually looks like a golden apple to me. Microphobia, fear of mushrooms. Who, me? Zucchinis can grow as long as 3 baseball bats lined up end to end. Every day, more than 70 million customers in over 100 countries eat at McDonald's. It takes about 25 tomatoes to make one 14-ounce bottle of ketchup. Black pudding is a British sausage made of oatmeal and pig's blood. Coffee was the first food to be freeze-dried. Chyme is the word for partly digested food in your stomach. Ben and Jerry were originally going to make bagels, not ice cream. I guess you did the right thing, Ben and Jerry. The world's largest cabbage weighed as much as St. Bernard. Langue de chat, the name of a long, thin cookie, means cat tongue in French. In the 1960s, you could buy celery-flavored Jell-O. Worcestershire sauce is made from vinegar, soaked anchovies. Sorry if I can't pronounce certain things, right? That is literally my fault. Farmers in Oh boy. OAXACA Mexico celebrate the night of the radish on December 23rd by carving radishes in the shape of people and folk legends. Yeah. With a price tag of 100 slash whatever, the world's most expensive cupcake contains 23 carats of edible gold. That's a little weird. Cambario is an Italian dish made with cocosomes, the fleshed red growth on top of chicken heads. Turnips can weigh nearly as much as an 8-year-old kid. Original recipe for pound cakes called for a pound each of butter, egg, sugar, and flour. I guess that's why they call it a pound cake. The human stomach can hold up to half a gallon of food and water. Classic scary movie star Vincent Price also wrote his own cookbook. Raw red kidney beans can be poisonous, but cooked ones are safe to eat. Scientists have created a dairy-free, plant-based ice cream. Erspin Bolt, the world's fastest man, runs the 100-meter dash as fast as ketchup squeezes out of a bottle. Well, that's pretty impressive. Your taste buds last about 10 days, then you grow new ones. Things I did not know. Iceberg lettuce is also called crisp head. Next to oil, coffee is the most valuable commodity in the world. Ancient Romans enjoyed sole, a flat fish, so much that they called it Jupiter's sandal, after the king of their gods. Astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. If you know who Buzz is, he's literally Buzz Lightyear is named after Buzz Aldrin. And Neil Armstrong was the first man on the moon. 8. Ham salad sandwiches after landing on the moon. I wonder if that's all they had. An Arizona law bans ferrets from restaurants. Now you tell us. President Andrew Jackson kept a milk cow on the White House lawn. Croissants plus bagel. Crojol. Olives are technically a fruit. At a restaurant in Taiwan, the tables, chairs, dishes, and decorations are all made of cardboard. Ancient Romans ate strawberries to cure bad breath. The Carolina Reaper is the world's hottest chili pepper. I've heard about those. I've been wanting to try it, but then I'm like, eh. About 26 tons of glowing hollow turnips illuminate Richardshire, Switzerland's annual turnip festival. Hot dogs encased in French fries are a popular street food in South Korea. Washing your clothes with a teaspoon of black pepper keeps colors from fading. The pleats on a chef's hat are said to represent all the ways you could cook an egg. Yeah, I had no idea that was a thing until I read this. Cosmere, Casumarzu, a type of cheese infused with live, wiggly maggots, is considered a delicacy in Italy. An early version of Kool-Aid was called Fruit Smack. At a summer festival in Barnesville, Minnesota, USA, wrestlers competed in a ring filled with mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes. You could start a campfire using an orange. Breakfast waffles inspired the co-founder of Nike to put a bumpy trend on running shoes. In Greenland, a traditional Christmas food is muktunk, raw whale skin and blubber. The Chinese word for chopsticks, Kuaizi, means quick little fellas. In Japan, you could buy a portable cooler on wheels for a watermelon. I actually like watermelon, but I'm trying to think, is it like the round watermelon or cut up watermelon? The CHERIMOY fruit native to South America tastes like bubblegum. Chilies were used to cure headaches in China 2,000 years ago. Only ripe cranberries bounce. Norway faced a nationwide butter shortage in 2011. Happy New Year! Spain at the stroke of midnight eat 12 grapes for good luck. I can do that one because I'm a vegetarian, so that works. Disenburg, Pennsylvania, USA. Watch a 3-foot tall light up paper mache pickle drop from a flagpole. Mobile, Alabama, USA. See the 12-foot MECHANIAL moon pie drop. London, England. On New Year's Eve 2013, banana flavored, confetti, peach flavored snowflake, and orange scent bubbles floated down on REVELES. Germany, eat a GLUCKSBRINGER, a mongerized pig to bring good luck. At Burger King in Japan, you could buy a ninja burger, a hamburger with hash browns, and a slice of ham on a black bun. The yard long, an Asian bean grows to be no more than half a yard long. President Thomas Jefferson once received I want to say 235-pound block of cheese as a gift. At a restaurant in New York, winners of the Davy Jones Locker Challenge ate 2 pans of crab legs, 2 stuffed fish fillets, plus a pound each of grilled jumbo shrimp, steamed mussels, and a fried clam strips. We're going to stop there and do a part 2 in just a moment. And welcome back. I am your host, the Susan Anime O'Hagan, and today we're talking about weird but true food facts from National Geographic Kids. I found this in Barnes & Noble in the kids book section, and I thought it would be fun. And you'll probably hear these again in my other podcast. Ancient forks had only 2 prongs. Fans of Chelsea Soccer Club throw celery on the field to taunt the opposing team. During the 2013 holiday season, people in Finland could pay their bus fares with gingerbread cookies. Coastal Canadians like to eat dulse, dried red seaweed. ENGASTRATIO, cooking one food inside another food. In parts of France, pigs are used to sniff out underground truffles, a type of edible fungus. The most expensive truffle can fetch over 60,000 per pound. I don't know what that is in US dollars. At the Barbie Cafe in Taiwan, meals are served by waitstaff wearing tiaras and pink tutus. A 2-year-old slice of cake served at the wedding of Britain's Prince William was recently auctioned for $4,160. Donut Plums Muffin Duffin. A Canadian designer recently created mint scented scratch and sniff jeans. Well, that would kill me. The world's largest pumpkin pie measured 20 feet across and weighed 3,699 pounds. For for 6,500, you could buy a chandelier, a light fixture made out of 15,000 hand-strung acrylic gummy bears. Never cut your noodles in China. A long noodle represents a long life. Cooked carrots are more nutritious than raw ones. In a Scottish haggis hurling competition, people stand on top of barrels and throw pudding up to 217 feet. Freakies, quips, and komboom were all breakfast cereals in the 1970s. A Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA photographer Angus meat into objects, people, and places like the United States of America. Every year, more than 80 billion sweetheart candy conversation hearts are made, enough love to give one to every person in the world. Marches in the annual Christmas parade in Barron Springs, Michigan, USA. Throw pickles to Baccarat. Los Angeles recently passed a revolution requiring people not to eat meat on Mondays. Researchers found pieces of 5,500-year-old bread in a pit in Oxfordshire, England. In the 1830s, ketchup was sold in pill form as a treatment for stomach ailments. You have to have a prescription to buy gum in Singapore. The word used to describe the color orange came along after the fruit was named orange. More than 1/3 of all pizza in America are covered with pepperoni, the most popular topping in the country. Acrophobia, fear of chicken. Beverages served in a blue glass seem colder than ones served in a red or green glass, a study found. Elytropous mushroom tastes like chicken. Warning, wild mushroom can be poisonous. Never eat mushroom you find without having them examined by a fungi expert. In South Africa, people catch squishy dry and eat giant caterpillars called mypanworms. Invented more than 1,000 years ago, caramel was first used to remove body hair. There are about 700 cherries on the average tart cherry tree. In Australia, melon skiers put their feet in the whole watermelon and slide down a tarp covered in soap and squished melons. Kentucky Fried Chicken is a popular Christmas Eve dinner in Japan. It doesn't matter what color Fruit Loops you eat, they are all the same flavor. I thought so. Back in the day when I could eat that stuff, the world's largest chicken nugget weighed 52 pounds. That's 720 times the size of a normal nugget. You can buy dill pickle or wasabi flavored candy canes. Radishes were used to embalm the dead in ancient Egypt. Scientists are working on inventing a plate that doesn't need to be washed. The color of the twist ties on bread loaves is code for the day of the week the bread was baked. Barbecuing in the street is a form of protest in Brazil. A gadget that attaches to a smartphone can emit scent of different foods like sizzling meat. I don't really want that. I'm good. At a restaurant in the I want to say okay, Maldive Island. The dining room is underwater, 16 feet below sea level. The total surface area of your small intestine and organ that helps digest your food could cover a tennis court. It takes about 36 apples to make a gallon of apple cider. Pets Deli in Belgium, Germany serves gourmet meals for dogs and cats. I could take my pets there. My dog gets sick, though, easily. The ice cream in Dipping Dots are 5 times smaller than the ones in regular ice cream. Hard boiling a chicken egg takes about 12 minutes. Hard boiling an ostrich egg about 90 minutes. On the International Space Station, bowls and dishes are velcroed to the table to keep them from floating away. They have like a circle plate with little dots. The stinky aromas of blue cheese and sweaty feet are caused by the same bacteria. Cheerios were originally called Cheery Oats. A Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA restaurant made taco shells out of bacon. Good ducking a chicken inside a duck inside a goose. Wait, that's a lot. A survey of nearly 3,000 people in Britain revealed that the number on breakfast annoyance is spreading butter that is too cold. Using jellyfish proteins, a man invented a type of ice cream that glows after you lick it. Adding bacteria to candy may help prevent cavities. You can make jewelry from dehydrated potatoes. 40 years ago, English women decorated their hats and dresses with carrot leaves. The West African miracle berry tricks your taste buds into thinking sour food is sweet. A yam is more closely related to a lily than to a sweet potato. The peak time for passing gas is 5 hours after you've had lunch or dinner. In the 19th century, warriors in Kariba, an island nation in the Pacific, were armor made of coconuts and fish. Salmon-flavored popsicles are sold in Hawaii. In Japan, you can buy Mountain Dew-flavored Cheetos. Part 3. And welcome back. I am your host, the Susan Anime O'Hig, and today we're talking about National Geographic Weird But True Food, 300 bite-sized facts about incredible edibles. That's what they're calling food in this book that I found in the kids section. Lemon tree can produce up to 60 pounds of fruit a year. That's enough to make 100 pitchers of lemonade. I do like my lemonade in the summertime. The co-inventor of the cotton candy machine was a dentist. A hamburger made from meat grown in a scientific lab costs $3,250,000, about 1,000 times the price of a regular burger. To promote the newly invented double bubblegum, salesmen from the Flea Company taught people how to blow bubbles. Okay. 10.4 billion gallons of soda and produce each year, enough to supply every person in the U.S. with one 12-ounce can every day. The average Italian customs half a pound of bread, consumes half a pound of bread a day. The largest Hershey kiss ever made weighed 30,540 pounds. That's as much as almost 3 million regular kisses. Richard Dark. A pastry chef made a 30-pound replica of the White House of gingerbread. Dude, that is impressive. Okay. New England's eats flint heads cruel up founds of baby ferns. That's hard to read. Tonder Christmas pie. A pigeon inside a partridge, and a chicken inside a goose, inside a turkey, inside a pie crust. The average American kid will eat 1,500 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches before graduating from high school. I actually did back before I couldn't eat peanut butter. Now I eat some butter and jelly when I want to. A British man set a world record by throwing a peanut 124 feet, about the length of 3.5 school buses. Baskin Robbins once made ketchup flavored ice cream. That sounds kind of gross. Tryphobia, fear of cheese. Deep fried tarantulas are a popular snack in Cambodia. Interesting. The marshmallows in Lucky Charms cereal are called marbites. It takes about 350 squirts from a cow's udder to make 1 gallon of milk. Knife plus fork, nork. Spoon plus knife, spife. Spoon plus fork, spork. The spork one I knew. The world's biggest chocolate bar weighs 12,770 pounds, about the same as an African elephant. The average American eats about 4,500 calories on Thanksgiving. That's the same as eating 26 slices of cheese pizza. Food phobia, fear of trying new food. It's hard to taste sweet and salty foods while flying in an airplane. A California man set a world record by eating 69 hot dogs in 10 minutes. That is a lot of hot dogs. A study found that it would take 2.4 million seagulls to lift the peach in James and the Giant Peach, not 501 as the book says. Certain kinds of balsamic vinegar cost more than $60 an ounce. Workers at an ice cream shop in California, USA, churn ice cream using bicycles. The chandelier in the Coconut Palace in the Philippines is made of 101 coconut shells. Wow. A cafe in Japan offers solo customers a giant stuffed animal to keep them company as they eat. Oh, that's so cute. To promote its produce, a British cookie company once installed lickable wallpaper in an elevator in London. Coca-Cola is the second most understood word in the world after OK. The average American spends 1.25 hours per day eating and drinking. About 2 million jumbo turkey legs are sold annually at U.S. Disney theme parks. In Japan, the McDonald's Cherry Blossom Burger has a pink bun. Cloud ears are a type of mushroom used in Chinese cooking. A man in Israel grew a lemon the size of a basketball. The mystery-flavored Dum Dum lollipops are 2 regular flavored mixed together. They are created when one flavor ends on the production line and the next flavor starts. Kiwis can be used to tenderized meat. The Pillsbury Doughboy name is Poppin' Fresh. He has a wife, Poppy, and two kids, Popper and Bun Bun. That's adorable. For 1 year, a Seattle, Washington, USA woman ate every meal at a coffee shop. Starbucks coffee is named after Starbucks, a character in the novel Moby Dick. Some coffee shops pump artificial coffee scent into the air to entice customers. 15 million Snicker bars are produced every day. That's nearly enough to give every person in New York City 2 bars. Red is the most popular color of gummy candy. Until 500 years ago, no one outside North and South America had ever tasted chili pepper, chocolate, or tomatoes. I didn't know that. In a recent study, 54% of people admitted to serving food after it fell on the floor. Ew. Scientists recently found bits of a date stuck in teeth of a 40,000-year-old Neanderthal. The restaurant credited with inventing the hamburger has a strict no ketchup rule. They would hate me. I put ketchup on everything. Eating cheese may help you fight cavities. One copy of Modernist Crimson, the world's most expensive cookbook, costs $625. At a Chicago White Sox baseball game, you can order a walking taco, a bag of Fritos with nacho cheese and chili powder on it. We did something similar, but I had to make like a vegetarian one, and it was not as easy as you would think. Each blue stick of a CHIQUITA banana is placed there by hand. An avocado has more than twice as much potassium as a banana. Most bananas are genetically identical. That's interesting. So they could be all like twins. An 18-inch long corn dog sold at an Arizona ballpark has many calories as 9 peanut butter sandwiches. Coconut water has been used as a short-term substitute for human blood plasma. You can buy smoked salmon gelato in Rome, Italy. Canada has more donut shops per person than any other country. Risk takers are more likely to eat spicy food than those who play it safe. The word rambutan, name of a fruit native to Asia, means hairy in Mazalin. BACONNAISE, bacon flavored mayonnaise doesn't contain any bacon. I hope you all liked and enjoyed and have a great and wonderful week, and bye for now. Anime O'Hagan, and today we're reading National Geographic's Weird But True Food Facts. There's Weird But True 2, Weird But True 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Ultimate Weird and True, Weird But True. I'll have to get more of these. I actually really like them. They're fun. In Wisconsin, cheese barn has been used to thaw icy roads. It would take running a marathon to burn off all the calories in 2 fast food meals. On the International Space Station, 93% of the astronauts' sweat and urine is recycled into drinking water. Oh, that's something I did not need to know. A baker in the UK created an 8-tier wedding cake covered with 2,000 diamonds, worth about $50 million. The world record for eating a medium-sized pizza is 41 seconds. In Springport, you can buy hot mashed potatoes out of a vending machine. Visitors can make their own fresh noodle soup at the Momofukuango Instant Ramen Museum in Japan. There are enough marshmallow peeps made every year to circle the globe twice. The world's largest record burp was louder than a hand drill. Almost 40,000 years ago, ancient Chinese people buried hunks of cheese with the dead. The world's largest carrot grows as long as an SUV. RHUBARB is one of the most poisonous plants to dogs. Onions are poisonous to cats. A New Jersey, USA mushroom museum is home to a collection of over 55. Wait, okay. Rewind. A New Jersey, USA museum is home to a collection of over 5,400 spoons. The color red can make you feel hungry. Enough jelly beans are made each spring to fill a plastic Easter egg as tall as a 9-story building. Miners traded gold for potatoes during the California Gold Rush. The wait list to eat at a restaurant in Eglinton, New York, USA is 10 years long. On average, Americans eat about 15 pounds of cereal a year. A man once ate 233 raw oysters in 3 minutes. Ancient Greeks believed mint could cure hiccups. An Oreo vending machine once dispensed 3D printed cookies to customers. Brussels sprouts, kale, and together Brussels kale. Yeah, not seeing how that wouldn't actually be a thing. In Israel, artists create miniature realistic replicas of food that are 12 times smaller than the real thing. I think I've seen these videos. In the UK, waffle fries can be made in social media shapes, like hashtags, emoticons, and @signs. Kids who like sweet foods better than salty ones tend to be taller for their age. U.S. Army scientists invented a pizza that can be stored at room temperature for 3 years without going bad. Mangoes are related to Pistachios, a poison ivy. All the apples eaten in a year at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida, USA, stocked on top of another, would stretch as tall as 342 Cinderella castles. A Japanese designer created edible plates, bowls, and chopsticks using a special kind of biscuit dough. Wonder if it would taste any good. 2 food artists made a replica of a luxurious famous prism using gingerbread, hard candy, and licorice. To get perfectly even slices of pizza, you can buy a laser guide cutter. A restaurant in New Zealand shoots burgers to customer tables through clear tubes at 87 miles an hour. I've seen this on a couple TV shows. The potato chips was invented in 1853 by George Crumb. 25% of all Girl Scout cookie sales are Thin Mints. Yes, we sold a lot of them. I was a Girl Scout. Yeah, I know. Definitely was a Girl Scout. Asparagus stalks can grow 10 inches in one day. 16th century Italian painter Boy. Giuseppearcimbold. Painted fruit and vegetables to look like human faces. In colonial America, fruit sellers rented pineapples to use as centerpieces. You can buy a candle that smells like a hamburger. In ancient Egypt, baskets of onions were given as funeral offerings. Most Americans regularly eat fewer than 30 different foods. Probably. Sweet potatoes can come not only in orange, but also white, yellow, red, and purple. Things I did not know. Oh boy. Christopher Columbus brought pickles with him on his voyage to the New World. You might need a toothpick to get rid of a toothpick, the food that gets stuck, toothpack, in your molars. Chocolate-covered bacon on a stick is a popular treat at the Wisconsin USA Street Fair. Cherry blossom, sweet potatoes, and black sesame seeds are all popular ice cream flavors in Japan. The world's heaviest tomato weighs 7 pounds 12 ounces, the same weight as a healthy newborn baby. Sliced bread was once briefly banned in the U.S. A bakery in New York City sold pumpkin donuts with turkey and gravy filling during Thanksgiving season. 750 croissants flavors are needed to harvest just 1 pound of saffron, the world's most expensive spice. Dinner at the robot restaurant in China have their whole meal cooked and served by robots. That is so cool. I would love to try that once, but I'm allergic to like everything. You can eat dried, fried orchids in Thailand. Radishes are a common breakfast food in Japan. Some strawberries have more than 2 sticks of butter. Chopsticks were invented more than 4,000 years ago. Snap, crackle, pop, crispy, crunch. Pim, pom, pam, piff, poff, poof. They're all kind of funny. People used to believe eating pumpkins could remove freckles. Now people wanted them and then they didn't. Out of 5 Americans has eaten an entire pie by themselves. I've eaten a slice of pie like years ago when I wasn't, this would kill me. The world's largest gingerbread village record 2,240 pounds of icing, 400 pounds of candy, and 500 pounds of dough. That is a huge gingerbread village. Eel-flavored soda is popular in Japan. At one common cafe, food and drinks are free, but you are charged 5 cents for every minute you sit. You typically swallow 250 times during a meal. Some raspberries are purple. You can't make French fries in space. Almost half of movie theaters' profits are made from selling snacks. Yeah, I thought that. Millions of years ago, giant ground sloths ate avocados. Oh, sloths. I think we could do another part and then we'll be done. I hope y'all like and enjoy and have a great and wonderful day. Bye for now. Hey, Susan and welcome back. I am your host, the Susan Anna May O'Hagan, and today we are going to just talk about articles I found. Some might be from Facebook, some might be from other places, some could be from anywhere to anything. Okay, mother-in-law consumes pregnant woman's dinner separately. In a scenario shared on Reddit, a pregnant woman found herself in a distressing situation involving a meal she lovingly prepared for her family, including her mother in law. Despite her efforts to create a homemade feast of Swedish meatballs, mashed potatoes, broccoli, and homemade bread, the evening took an unexpected turn when her food disappeared before she could take a bite. I made Swedish meatballs in a gravy with mashed potatoes, broccoli, and homemade bread for my mother-in-law's dinner today. Unless it's a big gathering, in which case I serve dinner to everyone. We usually eat in the living room at my house. I take the kids, MIL, and husband's food to them, and before I can serve my own, I have to run out to go get some clothes I've been hanging around around for before. The woman claimed that although she served large portions to everyone, believing that everyone would have enough, her mother-in-law was not getting enough. I made a lot more food than I thought everyone could consume, but when I came back from waiting in line, my dinner was gone. When I asked what happened to the food on the bench, my mother-in-law spoke up. She got up and said she wanted more. Okay. He was a bowl full of meatballs, much more than she could ever consume. It's overwhelming. Well, I guess maybe she was really hungry, so I'll grab some fast food or something later. It's my fault for not cooking more. Then, when her mother-in-law said she hadn't eaten anything, she offered her leftovers and asked for a container to take home. But after she finished what she wants to eat, leftovers. But after she finished what she wanted to eat, she asked for a container so she could bring her leftovers home for dinner the next night. I'm getting a little irritated at this point, so I say it was expected to make it my dinner that night rather than her takeout the next night. I tell her no thank you. Well, you can eat it then and give her the container. I refuse to eat her leftovers. She then discussed it with her husband, who reported her. My husband puts the kids to bed. When he leaves, when he comes back, he asks what's going on, and I tell him I'm hungry. I'm upset because I made the food and I didn't get to enjoy any of it. He tells my mother-in-law that her behavior was stingy and self-centered and admits that she was way off the mark. She should have apologized to me. Her mother-in-law then replies unflatteringly. She replies and calls me a moron and said I should have done more. She thought she was going to take for the next day and offer me what she didn't eat before I refused. It's not her fault, and I should apologize to her. Her for my rudeness and mocking remark. She also shared what happened on social media where people call her a rude Hotchers and a W word. Oh, okay, through some comments. Okay. Why was the husband just sitting around doing nothing while you are not only made dinner, served it, and went to bring the dry laundry? Also, I ran in the comments you are pregnant. Is that correct? If so, your husband is a huge AH for not helping you. Mother-in-law is a huge AH who eats a pregnant woman's food. When her husband realizes that his mom wanted more food, was still hungry, he should have got off his butt and dished out a bowl for you and then put it like a spoonful of two for his mom. Husband is an AH. This be the hill I die on. I love Swedish meatballs and I hate going hungry. Did way too much of that growing up because my family was poor. They both owe you an apology. Opie replies that husband couldn't have known about his mom getting more food and also that they divided up duties, chores fairly, so MIL is the AH. My husband was watching the kids after he had finished work and entertaining his mother, which is what I asked him to do. I normally take care of the cooking and I would have grabbed the laundry off the liner earlier, but I completely forgot and wanted to get it done before it rained. The way my house is set up, you can't see the kitchen from the lounge room. MIL said she was going getting a drink and he had no idea what she was doing. Reading your reply, you know she did this on purpose, right? She wanted to start this fight with you. She took all of the food before you had eaten any, and then demanded to take leftovers. She's messing with you. Don't ever cook for her again. NTA RIP to my inbox. That's what I get for casually posting on Reddit in the morning. My MIL can be quite self-involved at times. I don't think she intentionally tries to be entitled, but I think she is consumed by herself. She forgets about other people. Nah, next time give her a huge oversized platter dish of food. Normally she complains I serve her too much. How do I feel? Inform us. This situation described is undoubtedly frustrating for a pregnant woman. She took the time and effort to prepare food for her family, including her mother-in-law, and let them consume it without being able to enjoy herself. Her attention to detail with the situation calmly and serve what was left ended in further disappointment when her mother-in-law not only refused to apologize, but also reacted disrespectfully. Understandably, she left upset and unsupported, especially after discussing the issue with her husband, who agreed that her mother-in-law behavior was inappropriate. The lack of recognition or reprimand from the mother-in-law and her negative comments on social media were just insulting. In such a situation, it is established to address the fundamental issue of respect and boundaries within family dynamics. The pregnant woman deserves an apology and credit for the effort in preparing the meal, and her feelings about the incident are spot on. The lack of regard for her efforts and her own food needs is disheartening, and the mother-in-law should acknowledge this in order to maintain peace and respect in the family. Overall, this is a situation that highlights the importance of communication, respect, and consideration with family relationships, especially when it comes to eating together and understanding each other's needs. So I would definitely say that is an interesting case. Now let's do text from our dog. Okay. Sunday, February 3rd through 4th, 2024. What would you say is humankind's greatest achievement? Going to the moon. Wrong. This thing. He's showing toilet paper. Monday, February 5th, 2024. Today I'm going to try to run around a tree so fast that it catches fire. Sounds like a fruitless adventure. Yes, it is a metaphor for human life on the never-ending hamster wheel of capitalism. I sometimes forget teaching you to text. You have learned too much. Round and around the wheels turn until the fire consumes you all. Please just go back to licking your own butt. And that is it for today. Hope you all like and have a great, wonderful day. Bye for now. Oh, Hagen. And today we're